Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this video, I have an AT&T network update for you guys out of El Paso, Texas. I was doing some checking today, some testing, and I noticed AT&T built another C-RAN in my market. This one is closer up to the mountain. For those of you who are familiar with the area, it's on Alabama and Zion. This was a much needed anything really, right? C-RAN, a macro would have been better in my opinion, but AT&T had nothing anywhere remotely close covering the area. And even further up, you can go further up into the neighborhood and AT&T had nothing. They were covering this area from two sectors, two macros. Each of them have a sector facing up into the mountain, but they're far away. I'm talking like 5 miles. So for one, this CRAN desperately needed, right? This is not an offloading or a capacity play. This is just straight up a coverage CRAN for better RSRP, better uplink. So this is going to be the real example of an actual realistic example of hidden traffic. I mean, this CRAN is going to get slammed, right? So in this picture, you can see 186 and then almost 60 on the uplink. I've tested some of the CRAN that are more of a capacity play and not necessarily a fill-in, and those are doing close to 300 megabits per second, like 288. Right, so this one's already bogged down, you could say. I'm not going to say congestion. I'm not going to say anything like that. 186 megabits, you can do anything on that connection. But it is 100% a capacity, a coverage play. They needed some type of coverage in that area. The crazy part about it is, I would say not even a half a mile. You go down here at the light, you take a right, Verizon and T-Mobile are on a macro. So I would have, if I was AT&T and I had to make that decision, I would have co-located on the macro versus putting up the CRAN. Because now the problem you're going to run into if you're AT&T, you're going to have to put multiple, right? Because AT&T has shifted. I mentioned that in the video recently. They've shifted now to AI. So they have a tool, an artificial intelligence tool that now tells them where to build the network. This area is going to need more. I would say within the next 6 months, AT&T is probably going to have to start planning for additional something for that area, right? Because this, and I'm going to keep track of it specifically so I can show you guys that, these CRAN are great, but they may not be the best solution for a coverage play, right? So maybe this CRAN gets C-band quicker, right? Maybe that's accelerated, and then you have, you give more life, so to speak, to the CRAN because now you can add the C-band and then you boost capacity that way. But definitely better than nothing, I will say. And it's good to see for the area that we're getting something, right? The convergence, AT&T is the ILEC here. They have fiber. So wireless is growing steadily, and there's a huge apartment complex very close to the CRAN that I believe has AT&T fiber. So, you got to provide the AT&T customer with the best possible experience so you can keep them converged, right? Because if wireless isn't up to par, they will search for another wireless provider. They will keep AT&T fiber, but AT&T is keyed in on converging customers, and the wireless is a big part in that. Where in the markets where you have fiber, in my view, you have to go all out. You have to go all out on wireless, up the local budget, densify, add macros where they're needed, and then fill in, the capacity needs with the CRAN. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.